Now, China's Foreign Minister Xin Gan met with Myanmar's junta chief Min Aung Hlaing on Tuesday in a bid to strengthen bilateral relationships. As per state media reports, Gang held talks with the senior general and other top officials. It said that Xin also discussed Myanmar's stability and development with the junta chief. The foreign minister also held discussions with the top generals on enhancing diplomatic ties, stability and development in Myanmar, border regions, trade and energy cooperation, including investments. Now, Xin Gan, after his meeting with the junta chief, said his visit not only indicates the friendship of the two countries, but also China's stance on Myanmar on the world stage. China is one of Myanmar army regime's closest allies. The junta seized power in Myanmar in 2021 and has offered vital support to the junta since it seized power 2 years ago. For more on this, we were earlier joined by Dr. Felix Tan, a political analyst from Singapore. Let's listen in.
It is most unfortunate that the Chinese foreign minister is visiting Myanmar at this juncture. But to be fair, I think China has remained rather neutral and stuck by their stance that China will remain will not interfere into Myanmar's domestic affairs. However, the messaging here is not only does it give tacit support to a rather belligerent state, it also gives that sort of legitimacy and recognition to the military junta, which is not a legitimate government in Myanmar. So I think what China has done and stated every so often is that it does not want to interfere in the internal affairs of other states as well. Now, there has been a few reasons for for this sort of a plan, and that's China's larger game plan. Firstly, China needs Myanmar, both in the short term as well as in the long term, so that it can reap some sort of benefit, economic benefit from this continued relationship, and so that in a way China can continue to invest in Myanmar. And this is despite whether Myanmar is run by the military junta or the NLD. Secondly, so long as Myanmar is in this sort of constant desperation for any forms of recognition, China gets to reap a continued cooperation through this sort of act. And not only can China build ports along the coast of Myanmar, this also will ensure that China gets full cooperation from the military junta in Myanmar and to make further inroads into it.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.